Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, home to the Toledo Rockets. A full house is in store, and so too, a terrific matchup in this one. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Boise State Broncos taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rockets will boot it away to start the game. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense set for a first down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Moving away from pressure. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Gonna run it. It's Genty. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Genty. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns it on down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A first down for the offense. The give to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Looking downfield, it's Gleason. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Quarterback checking off. To the air on first down. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here, it'd make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
He's moving out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Jacksonville State overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from home, these Gamecocks gotta be thrilled. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Leaves it with the back. Smashes through. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Rockets racing to the line in a hurry up. The back goes in motion. Back to throw, it's Gleason. He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 30. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Toledo. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Fair catch called for and made. Boise State ready to send out that offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to...
Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. And the Broncos will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Scanning the field, it's Gleason. Got his man on the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
That's caught. It's Newton. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short.
Boise State, 10. Toledo, 7.
Got it. Trying to pick up a first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Double right.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And the Rockets get it past the sticks. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Spits it out to the back. Fired in there, but incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. How about that one running it too? Great push up front.
The Rockets will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Gleason. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He wants to pass it on second down. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
And the Rockets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rockets. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Smashes through. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. At the 45 on his way. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The throw to the outside is complete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Brings up second down.
They want to just keep throwing it. Feeling some heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
Touchdown. Boise State.
Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Crosby. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. On the ground, it's Stewart. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Trying to beat the D deep. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback will audible. To the air. It's Gleason. Fires to the middle. And that ball is picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Forced out of the pocket. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this crowd is up for grabs, and not much excites them like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long. Coming after it.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football.
The Broncos will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Rockets offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Give to the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. The play action fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Fires into traffic, picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
2nd down coming up. Defense playing a bail technique. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Snags it over the middle. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Broncos will hustle to the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Genty. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Going up top on 1st down. He finds his man. That should be the final play of the 1st half.
A pickup of 8. Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
With the score, Boise State 17, Toledo 14.
All lined up and ready to go for a great 2nd half ahead. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Gleason. Gets it out quickly. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They'll try to snap it quickly.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. catch in the middle. It's Torres. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Rockets want to move quickly.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Wants to throw. It's Gleason. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the try is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. He'll pull it on the read.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you can tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Both have the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Finds his big tight end. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. They're working that left side. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Fast motion from the offense. Trying to pound it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Okay, this close to the end zone, 4th down. Do you just run it again?
I know I just got stuffed. I wasn't successful, but man, if I can't get a yard, I don't deserve to win. I'm going for it, and I'm pounding the rock.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to barge in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
24, Toledo, 14.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Final play of the quarter coming. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass. It's Gleason. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming.
Boisee State, 24, Toledo, 14.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fighting off the defender. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. And the Rockets want to crank the tempo. Now the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. It's Torres. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Toledo. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
And the Boise State offense will take over. First and 10.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The give and tick, 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 tick. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to buy time. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player.
Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Boise State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Number 2.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
21.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Crosby. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. Two-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Love the play call by the offensive coordinator here. They're attacking this defense in a lot of different ways. That time going with the jet sweep to get the first down.
I don't think the pressure is going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, got to have it right now. Looking deep. Picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. To the ground to try to move the chains. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Broncos in the hurry up. After run, now throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again.
The running back.